It's another workout Wednesday. Come join me.
We're pretend we're cheerleaders. We sort of are, right?
I guess.
I mean, trainers often
motivate.
Cheerleaders, accountability buddies, counselors.
Oh, what are we talking about today?
What are we talking about today? Let's focus. Let's get after
spinal
warm-ups.
Mobility. There's a lot of vertebrae, a lot of bones along your spine. When I set myself up for cat and cow, some of you might know this, or I call it the tabletop, hands under shoulders, knees under hips, and then from this direction, same distance, I'm going to scoop my belly button in and push the floor away, let my head hang heavy.
Pushing the knees into the floor, pushing the hands into the floor, pushing the navel to the ceiling.
That feels so good on my upper, middle, lower back. And then the opposite, coming out of it, pressing my tailbone back, sinking into it.
She started with spinal flexion.
Mm-hmm.
She's finishing with spinal extension.
Yeah.
Flexing.
Now, you can hang out in one position, wag your tail a little bit. But just like we've been talking about before, is don't force it. I find with me, it takes me about 5 or 6 times before I really start feeling like I can either go a little bit more, breathe a little deeper, and just get a little more connected with it. That's a really good warm-up any time of the day.
And even going at that leisurely pace, you will get warmer from the inside out. Fun things you can do with a 2x4. So I'm going to place both feet flat. One is on an elevated surface, right? Elevated on that 2x4. One foot is closer to the wall. One foot on that 2x4. Tailbone under, knees locked straight. No bending. That's going to force your hips into a little bit of an offset position. I'm reaching my arm up on the wall and going back and forth to stretch out the side that's closest to the wall. Why? Because the foot is lower, the hip is lower, the arm is reaching higher, getting a good stretch there with a lateral warm-up, right? Because each and every one of your vertebrae, to different degrees, can forward bend, back bend, side bend, and rotate. So we want to hit all those movements in our warm-up to a point where they feel like they're pulling a little bit, but not painful. Going side to side, knees locked, feet flat.
The floor is a very stable surface, in case you didn't know. I don't have any thought of falling, so I am in a good supported position. I gently move my knees from side to side, and some people vary if their feet are wide. Some people vary if their feet are close together. The closer together, you're definitely going to feel more in that, oh yeah.
You're going to feel that stretch moving up from your lumbar to the back of your waist all the way up into your shoulder blades when you have your feet really close like that.
Trying to keep my shoulders down, because that is the purpose. You have to have a point of view that's stable so that you are moving against that stability to increase that mobility. Have we thrown enough words at you?
Ility.
That feels good.
Does feel good, and it's good for you. So it's a good way to start your workouts, because you have to use your spine in all your exercises.
That's right.
So there.
Let's get warming up that spine.
Let's get after it. Workout Wednesday.
See you next week.
See you next. Oh my gosh, it's going to be Thanksgiving. Oh, there's so much to be grateful for. We'll talk about it then.
Oh,
Bye.
yeah. Bye.